So my dissertation was looking at the screen impact zone, and so I did some modeling of, thinking about cold weather states and, the need for heating. So trying to do some modeling of, can we identify areas based on household characteristics of the housing in a certain area, income levels, and then using some energy data from the Department of Energy and Energy Information Administration, can we identify areas within a metro that show up as less efficient than other areas? And thinking about that as a way to target light heat and weatherization. So if you know areas where houses are less efficient, incomes are lower, also understanding the socio-demographics and racial demographics of the area, can we target those programs using light heat as kind of a temporary fix to help people with their bills, and then pushing them into weatherization so their houses are actually improved. And then, wanting to test that again in Michigan and Detroit. And so the goal was to kind of, at least try this in the Great Lakes states or like cold weather states here in the Midwest as a, understanding what the dynamics are here. And so just meeting students, once I got to Michigan, a lot of students were interested in this intersection between energy and equity. We had students that were coming from different utilities where they, had managed low-income energy programs or low-income bill assistance programs. And so once I had a good cohort of students, we decided to launch the lab. I had a lot of research ideas that I wanted to. So the first 2 years here I spent making connections with the community action agencies, a few people at DTE, some other energy service providers, and then starting to talk to them about some community activists about what can we do, focusing on shutoffs where we don't make the utility upset, but we help them, with their programs. Because, that's the fine line, right? Because some of this stuff can, point to tensions between utilities and customers or utilities and activists. And so I see my role as just providing the facts and helping everybody, figure out what the plan of action is. And so I wanted students to be in the community. I want to talk to people on the ground. And so that's a mix of interviewing and surveying households, but also understanding kind of the institutional implementation of these programs. I think one of the unique things about DTE is kind of their stature in the community, right? And so they are recognized as kind of the hometown utility company and, what their foundation does as far as philanthropy. But they've also partnered with, so there's a company, Walker Miller Energy Services, which is a African-American female-owned energy service company. And so bringing them on board to be kind of an outreach arm for them when it comes to the energy efficiency assistance programs, the relationships with other activists here in town, like Econ, which is an organization that does a lot of energy education programming. And so I think those type of relationships, so again, like I said, sometimes people have perceptions of the utility company, especially if they've experienced shutoffs and arrearages, when you have other entities that can vouch for you or be the face for the utility and form that connection with community groups and residents. I think that's a positive. Instead of the utility company always trying to do that themselves or not recognize that there are those tensions there. And so I do think DTE has recognized how they can collaborate to really reach this target market.